power. There was like little bit of a little situational glitch. So we got everything worked out and we're back and we're live. Let me just get on over into the camera. How about that? How about if I talk to y'all and I'm in the camera? Welcome to our regularly scheduled time of a moment of harmony on Saturday morning. I'm super excited about us being here on a Saturday morning. It's not like we haven't been here before. It's not like we haven't had to go to a Sunday moment. But last week we had to do something really, really big and move to a Monday moment because last weekend was super extraordinary. It was the birthday weekend. Ding 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 ding. And I had to come to you guys on Monday. I had to do a Monday moment, which I loved. I was tired and it was after work. But I thought like a Monday moment, it felt cool. Can't do that regularly because the week do be weekend. Okay. But here we are on our regularly scheduled time of Saturday morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome, welcome, welcome. So we are in. I know I have I have a big birthday announcement. Have a big old birthday shout out to Victoria's Khan Aziz. I believe that this year would have been his 27th birthday. Whew, what is time doing? Okay. His birthday would be Monday, February the 17th, and I am off work. So I'm going to be celebrating him and healing and moving through peace, love, hey, Miss Dakota. So we'll be moving through that. Big birthday shout out to him. Big Aquarius gang energy to all my Aquas. And let's get on into this moment, okay? We are in meiotic moments for those that are just joining or following along. We are in meiotic moments where we are going through the 42 laws of Mayat. We are finding practical tools to heal and to grow, to understand ourselves, to elevate ourselves to our highest level of operations. And we are using ancient Kemetic spiritual practices to do so. The 42 laws of Mayat, to be exact. We are in week number 38, law number 38, and we are moving through. Do y'all know how much work that is? If we have 42 laws to work through, and we are at 38, and for 38 weeks you have dedicated yourself and brought yourself to a place of understanding and receptivity and growth. Guess what you've done for yourself? You have grown yourself. That is one of the greatest things you can grow. You can grow your pockets. You can grow your revenue. You can grow your children. You can grow some vegetables. But let me tell you how divine it is to go on and grow yourself. So salutes, thank you, and big kudos to everyone who's been following along on such a course. This has been some course work, okay? Such a course and such a journey. I'm so grateful and blessed to have you. So let's get all up into it. Week number 38, law number 38. I have not stolen from God or goddess, or I have not stolen what belongs to, because there actually is another law that says not stolen from. So let's be more specific. This law states I have not stolen what belongs to God / goddess. And we know that when we're talking about Kemetic practices, we're talking about balance. We're talking about everything being done in balance, male, female, day, night. You know, creation is one of balance. Mayat is that of balance. So I have not stolen what belongs to God / goddess. Now, for all of you out there that are unfamiliar, yeah, now I got to get my disclaimers, with ancient Kemetic spiritual practices of Mayat, of the 42 laws of Mayat, again, it comes from our cultural standpoint. It comes from our history and our culture. And for those of you that haven't heard and don't subscribe and you aren't familiar with it, no worries. I promise you that you are still in the right place. As long as you came with the right mindset, as long as you came open to be yourself, to stand on what you believe in, and to love and respect what others believe in. So again, it is about right and balance and might and keeping life flowing as it was intended. So whatever it is, again, you subscribe to, whatever it is you believe in, I promise you that your heart is a welcome here. Your mind and your desire to grow and to learn is welcome here. Okay, it's up to you what you want to do, but you are welcome here. There again will be never ever any coercion, any condemning. We're not doing none of that. We want to, here at a Moment of Harmony in this space, our greatest goal is to elevate to our highest level of operation. That is what we want to do, high in peace, and that is what we came here for. Okay, we came here for the growth. We came here for the betterness. We came here for feeling. Hi, Big Slim. Peace, peace, peace. We came here to be our better and greatest selves. And if that's what you came for, you in the right place regarding of the pace that you've taken or the space that you've taken. Okay, so here we are, Moment of Harmony, going to get all up into law number 38. I've used the throughout this entire series, I've used the metaphor that what we are doing here with meiotic moments is a lot of times when we are growing ourselves. Thank you so much. And hi, Jersey. When we are growing ourselves, when we are bettering ourselves, we are improving ourselves, when we seek such a journey, I feel that we often are painting a house that is falling apart. So we're in a point of our lives where we want growth, we want better, we want to elevate. However, we seek external developments, or we seek external renovation instead of internal deep purging, reconstruction. I mean, the pillaring process of things. I feel like we miss that. And we'll go into, I need to eat a certain way, and I need to talk a certain way, and I need to read a certain thing, and I need to watch a certain thing. And all of these are great components to activities and exercises that help to open you up and help you look deeper. But for real reconstruction, for real change, for real growth, you are talking internal. You are talking that history and that past, those cycles and those mechanisms. You're going into yourself, into your heart, into your soul, into your spirit. And so when we get into the 42 laws of Ma'at, we're talking about ancestral teachings that came to us in order for us, or that were presented, that were created, that were left essentially, but were lived by, for us to grow the core centeredness of ourselves, our character, the character building of self. How we are is how we are. Who we are is how we are also, right? So just understanding that at your core, if at your core you are angry, if at your core you're exhausted, if at your core you're frustrated, you cannot magnetize a life that does not reflect that does not reflect exhaustion, exploitation, pain, trauma, dysfunction. That's going to just keep being a recycling theme for you because it's who you are. But when you get ready to grow yourself and find out what is inside of yourself that really can radiate an external reality for you that you desire, that you deserve, and that you're destined for, okay? You desire it, you deserve it, it's your destiny. You have to go inside of that in a whole different type of way. And we're doing that. At a Moment of Harmony, we're getting the tools, we're using some tools, we're getting some mindsets, we're having some dialogue, we're talking about it, and we're being about it. So thank you again. Welcome again. And let's get all up into this 38th law of Ma'at. I have not stolen what belongs to God or goddess. So a lot of times we get into these laws and they're worded in such a way. A lot of times we're talking about, I haven't, we have a law that makes us feel like it's something we never do, okay? Because we're talking about context, we're talking about history, we're talking about language, we're talking about, what is it, time frame, circumstance, right? We're talking about different eras of existence. However, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We don't have to be, allow growth and development to go over our heads, because we're getting to the point where we're like, I would never, I should never, I never have. I have not stolen what belongs to God. Okay, guys, I hope I'm back, and I hope I'm back quick, because that was crazy. I got a phone call. I keep forgetting. I need to just set a reminder on my phone. I keep forgetting to put up the do not disturb on my phone when I am going live. because a lot of times it chops it up. It has completely knocked me out before of a live session, and that sucks. So I hope that we're back in business and we're all good to go. Okay. Um, where was I have not stolen what belongs to God or goddess. A lot of times when we think about stealing something, we think about something physical, something tangible. We also think about things when we say stealing from God. I know that many times you will hear the Christians say, well, a man robbed God, well, a woman robbed God. And a lot of times they're talking about coming to get something without giving something. And most often it's used as it pertains to like tithes and offerings. And a lot of times we'll say, okay, well, no, if I got a word and I got something good, I'm going to give something. And that's what they mean, like balancing reciprocity, some type of transaction. I got what I came here for and I'll give what is needed. We're not talking about that today. Okay, when I talk about stealing from or stealing what belongs to God, we're talking about things that belong to God and God alone. Things that are the property and the essence of the creator. Things that again belong to the creator. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about service, because these are our things, right? These are things that we possess. These are our possessions. I'm talking about we're not going to take from God what is rightfully that of the creator, rightfully that of source. Now I got on my Gianyames today. A lot of times when I bring up Gianyame, I don't even have the earrings on. I'm like, girl, you be bringing them up and you're not even wearing, but I'm wearing them today. My Gianyames, which are one with creation, one with God, and we are one. Right, we are one with the creator. So when it comes to, I'm going to use this when we work through this law. We're going to work through it very loosely with this whole I have not stolen from God, because we are one. But as we move through, it's going to get much clearer for you, I promise. So I have not stolen what belongs to God and goddess. These are three things that belong to the creator, that many of us are going to say, I don't steal from God. I don't steal no tithes and offerings. I don't swoon and swivel around people professing to be a prophet or professing to know God or take people to God for gifts or gain. That's a whole nother level of what we're talking about today. I want us to focus on these three things today. There's much more, but I took out the three top ones to me, the most three powerful ones that I feel like we often play around with, or we often take advantage of, and we often take for granted in this I have not stolen what belongs to God. And these three are going to be the future, the glory, and the peace. The future, the glory, and the peace. We're going to go on through all three of these and break all these down today. So I have not stolen what belongs to God. When it comes to the future, we're going to use this saying, this harmonism. That's what I'm going to be calling, because I always am just like harmony original. It's a harmony original. It's a harmony original. But I think I'm going to be throwing harmonism in there a little bit, because I feel like that's so much shorter than saying a whole harmony original. Okay, so I'm going to use this harmonism, okay? And when we talk about the future, this is the harmonism. Get out of your outcome. Get out of your outcome. When we talk about the future belonging to God, we're talking about the future being source energy. And when I say get out of your outcome, I'm not saying that we don't have goals and ambitions. We don't have dreams and desires. What I am saying is when it says I have not stolen what belongs to God, we're talking about the journey, the outcome. The end of the story already is written. And it's not written by you, right? So this belongs to God. So for a lot of times we're so caught up in how it's going to end. A lot of times it's caught up in how this is going to be. Or am I wasting my time? Should I even be dealing with this? Get out of your outcome. I'm good for this job now, but will it take me where I want to go? I am, I like hanging with these people now, but can I grow old in this situation? How much growth can I happen here? We're talking about chapters. When we're talking about get out of your outcome, we're talking about reason, season, and lifetime. When I have not stolen what belongs to God, the story is not yours. Okay, you're the main character. It's giving main character energy. You are the main character. of your mission. However, the story has already been written, and because you're so busy worried about how it's all going to end, who will be the one, who will be the person, what will be the circumstance, what moment will be the moment. You're investing in certain things and not in others because you are so busy being in your outcome. The future belongs to God. That's okay. That is not yours yet. It's not yours yet, in that you have to be so caught up in it that you're not in the right now, that you're not understanding the lessons of your right now, that you're not focused on the blessings of your right now, that you are so focused on what will be that you cannot be. You're so focused on what will be that you have a hard time focusing on being right now. You can't be. I'm finding it so hard to remain peaceful because I'm so focused on what is going to happen with the country of America. What's going to happen with the presidency? What's going to happen at the next this way? And what's going to happen at the next that way? And this thing, get out of your outcome. It already is. So it is. Ashe, right? Ashe, so it is. So it is written, it shall be done. You get out of your own outcome because you trying to create an outcome, you trying to focus on an outcome is moving you away from who you are today. I have not stolen what belongs to God. See, the lesson belongs to me. The lesson belongs to me. The blessings, they belong to me. And that they have been gifted to me, and that they have been ordained or orchestrated for me. But the life, right? The entire life, the journey, the story, right? So I have not stolen what belongs to God or Goddess. When many of us get into circumstances that we are just too good for, we are just too big for, we are just too tired for, we are just too frustrated with. When we get into those types of circumstances and we don't have the time to grow, we don't have the time to be humble, we don't have the time to be receptive, we don't have the energy or the desire to get into the intricacies of our growth and our development. That's because we're so busy worried about what we're trying to be one day. Think about a weight loss journey or a health journey, a fitness journey. If you are, so busy looking at where you want to be, this goal picture, and you're missing what is it going to take to get you there. There's some bad days that take you to get there. There's some frustration, there's some disappointments, there's some focus, there's some discipline that it's going to take to get you there. Get out of your outcome. I have not stolen what belongs to God. My outcome. The author of the story, and the story is written, and I'm trying so bad to rewrite my own story. When what I should be really focused on is surviving, thriving, and growing in my story. I need to be growing in my story. Peace, my love, rich risings, Bobo. I need to be growing in my story. My outcome. I need to get out of my outcome and get in to where I am right now. Get into the income. Get into what I should be bringing into life. But get into what I should be being in this life. And get out of what is going to come. So let's break this on down and get this on, because I want people to be like, so I should not be worried. What I am saying is that you do not know what the future holds. You do not know how your story unfolds. Bars again, girl. I'm just up in here barring. Okay, Dr. Seuss in this situation. All right, all the jokes. But no, really, we don't know how the story unfolds. And you're so busy worrying about how it ends that you can't be in the story. You can't read between the lines. You can't create. Okay, so at the beginning of the year, when this is what I'm talking about, get out of your outcome. At the beginning of the year, I was asked what was my New Year's resolution. what do I want most out of this new year? And let me tell you about this journey. I just turned 39 years old. Glory. Okay, giving thanks. But on this journey, this is what I said. This was my answer. What I've learned is that I can get through a whole year, because girl, I'm about to say girl, because y'all know I see my bestie, and whenever I see her face, it's like we're talking, because we're silly like that, but it's really hundreds of y'all watching. Many apologies. So whenever we get into what it is that I want, what it is that I'm looking for. When 2025 came in, I felt like I came into 2025 3 months later than when it got here. Okay? She laughing. I got here 3 months later than when it got here. And it's because I got my eye on this prize. This is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm rooting for. This is what I'm working for. This is what I need. And then I get up and it's a new year. 6 months, 8 months. What's happening? And it is because, again, what was for me has been happening all 365 days. Hey, DJ, run that back. What was for me to experience, what was for me to have in 2025 was happening the entire year. That I was working towards this new home, that I was working towards this promotion at work, that I was working towards this new, solid, healthy relationship. Well, I was working towards these things. I was building towards these things. I was working towards, children's deadlines. Their projects and science projects and homework projects. And I'm working towards these goals of perfection. And perfection is happening every day. And I'm missing the perfection of the day because I'm looking for the perfection at the end. I'm missing the perfection of every day because I am looking for the perfection at the end. The future is source energy. I'm giving a shout out to to Hicks. Source energy. I love source energy. I'm going to be using that word from here on. I'm going to be using that terminology. Source energy. The future belongs to God. Get out of your outcome. So at the beginning of this year, when I was asked, what do you want for the new year? What is your resolution? What is it that's going to mean the most to you? What are you moving towards? This was my answer. I want what God has for me. What I want in 2025 is what God has for me. Because I get up and I set these big old goals for self, and I miss what God has for me. I set these big old goals and these grandiose desires, and I miss what He has for me in this season, in this chapter, in this day. Because I'm looking for a light at the end of a tunnel, and my candle is being lit every day. I'm looking for this light at the end of the tunnel. I'm looking for this big old victorious moment. When my life, happy birthday, Vicky. When my life is full of 1 million victorious moments. The future belongs to God. Get out of your outcome. I have not stolen what belongs to God or Goddess. What I mean when I say what God has for you, I mean that God has all of it is for you. When you're so busy worried about this outcome, whether it's a bad outcome you're worried about, and that's all you can focus on, whether it is a positive outcome that you're working for. Oh, I just need this money. I need this man or this woman. I need this opportunity. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. The end of the story, again, like I said, has already been written, and you working hard to write the end of your story. Yeah, let that sink in. The end of your story, so it is, so it shall be. Your mission, your purpose, The end of your story is already written, and every day you are working towards writing the end of your story. Instead of writing the story, living the story. Y'all know, I know a lot of y'all hate Beyonce, but listen, I love magic in all forms. And I love B, okay? And what I know of her, okay? I don't know Beyonce personally, but I'm saying I love magic, okay? I love power and the power of us. So I'll say this. She says, you are the living word. She said that in Bigger, in the song Bigger. She says, you are the living word. I'm trying to get to the end of a story. I'm trying to write a grand finale of this circumstance, of this season, of this situation. But you are the living word. You trying to do work that's not your work. Right? The end of the story, it belongs to God. Get out of your outcome and into your glory. Get out of your outcome and into your glory. So when it says, I want what God has for me, what it's saying is that I am a magnet in this life. I am not the orchestrator. My goal, this is us knowing your role. Know your role so you can perfect your goal, okay? Your role is for you to bring in because it's there. So you're trying to create something that's already there. You're wasting time. You're slowing yourself down. You bumping your head up against a brick wall. You're depleting yourself. You're frustrating yourself. Now you're having low thoughts, low vibrational thoughts, suicidal thoughts, painful thoughts. You're feeling alone. You're feeling outside of your realm of being because you are operating outside of your realm of being. See, you are the magnet. What you are looking for already is. All you are supposed to be doing is bringing it in. You are a walking magnet of this life. I don't need to be working hard to get this promotion. I don't need to be working hard to get this marriage. I don't need to be working hard to make these children happy. I need to be drawing in what is already here for me to work with, to live with. I need to create the condition in my heart, heaven. I need to create the condition in my soul. I need to create a condition in my spirit that can hold the promises that are already available to me. You are the magnet, not the orchestrator. So when I say I want what God has for me, I open myself up. I get myself out of my outcome and I get more income because I realize that what God has for me is an array of things and I'm missing my blessings because I'm so busy trying to write the story. I'm so busy trying to write the story. So what I'm saying is that disappointment, that's for you. That frustration, that cycle, that pattern, that's what God has for you at that moment. That happy, thank you, boo-boo, that happy ending, that's for you too. But when I say that I get out of my outcome, that means that when I'm in a situation that requires me to be in the situation, that requires me to be present, that requires me to be learning, that requires me to be receptive, that requires me to be contorting, I'm not so busy worried about, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this diet because I just want to look like that. I don't want to do this fasting because I just want to feel like that. I don't want to do this journaling. I just want to heal from that. Oh, you in your outcome. Sounds to me that you're in the outcome, which means you can't focus on the income, which means you're not bringing. You are the magnet. The orchestrator has put out all around you in your universal atmosphere what it is you need. You didn't log on to this person by happenstance. for those that met your loves online. You did not run into and bump into this person by happenstance. This course, this availability, this open slot, that didn't just open up out the blue, right? This conversation, this thing I saw, this song that came on is orchestrated. And you're so busy trying to be the orchestrator. Well, let me reorchestrate. Let me change this because I don't want to go through this right now. I don't want to deal with this right now. I've done this already. I've done 10 years of that. I've done 15 years. I don't want to do, let me. When you are not understanding, you are not the orchestrator. You are the magnet. It's all being put together for you as it should, how it should, when it should. Get out of your outcome. Just get out of your outcome. It belongs to God. Get out of your outcome. It belongs to God. I'm sitting up in here stressing. I'm sitting up in here worrying. I'm worrying, am I making the right decision? Am I making the wrong decision? Am I wasting my time? Have I lost my time? Has it too far behind? Y'all, listen, the bars, they just coming all day, okay? But in all actuality, you're spending too much time, and get out of your outcome. I want what God has for me. I had some lessons that have made me who I am today, that have honed me. I'm sitting here saying, oh, I want to be. I just want to be happy, right? I want to be a leader. I want to be a healer. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a mother. I want to be a wife. I want to be a sister. And guess what the creators say? I heard, and I know, and I've shown. Listen, I know what you want to be. Trust me, you're only drawn to what I have for you. I know what you want to be, but I gotta get you through who you have to be so that you can become who you're supposed to be. I'm going to take you through some things that are going to shape you in such a way. And you still worrying, but no, I don't want this. I just want. You are not the orchestrator. You are the magnet. And I am to walk through this life in such a way where I am pulling in what God already has for me, what has already been created for me, what has already been written in my story, and I just need to walk and be open to it. And when things are looking gray, when things aren't looking right, when things are looking weird, I need to understand what is going on with my magnet. Let me reshape and reshift myself so that I can elevate my vibration and pull in, and I need to get on the level of the things that God has for me. Yes, because if I'm dealing with some foolishness, then there's something inside of me, there's a place inside of me that still has energy, that still is accommodating for foolishness. There's some brokenness, there's some history, there's some damage, there's some dysfunction that's still in there that's accessible to foolishness. And instead of me just trying to not go through whatever it is I need to go through to get where I'm trying to get to, I just want to go straight past ghost, do not collect $200. I'm trying to go straight. I just want happiness. I just want growth. I just want joy. I just want abundance. I just want health, and I just want beauty. We know. I just want. Don't nobody want to go through to get there, though. I don't want this, though. I don't want to have to deal with no F-boys or F-girls. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to have to kiss no frogs. I don't want to have to work at no small job. Just take me straight to the $100,000 a year or more. I don't want to have to go through the seasons. I just want to get to the smile. And who here needs to hear that you're being seasoned for a permanent smile in each individual season? See, if all you've ever done was smile, then how are you going to know you're smiling? Right? You got to cry. You're going to have to frown. Some of these things are me creating, creator. Get out of your outcome. It belongs to God. It's slowing you down. It's dimming your light. It's confusing you. It's frustrating you. It's holding you back for you to just trying to skip to the end when you're missing the boot camp. You're missing the training. Here is the thing. You are the magnet. It is already yours. All you have to do is create in your soul and your spirit the climate of growth that allows you to magnetize everything to you. You don't have to orchestrate. You just have to participate. That's a harmonism. Okay? You don't have to orchestrate. You just have to participate. You just have to get up into your own story and participate in your own blessings. I don't have to go make a blessing for myself. I have a creator for that. I don't have to make a blessing. I ain't got to go out here and give birth to a blessing. I just have to participate in my blessings. I have to go through the lesson. I'm going to have to cry and get back up. I'm going to have to let that heart be broken in two so that it can grow into one with life. Grow into one with creation. I'm going to have to go with it. Grow with it. You don't have to orchestrate. Come on now. I have not stolen what belongs to God. Oh, the future is not yours yet. It's not yours right now. What's been gifted to you is the present. That's yours. You don't have to orchestrate. You just have to participate. I'm so busy trying to make it happen, but am I participating in life? Am I going after what I desire? Am I creating energies and spaces that serve me? Or am I just waiting for something good to happen? Am I just waiting for something to take place? Am I just hoping and praying for a blessing, a perfect relationship, a perfect forgiveness? Am I just waiting on these things to fall out the sky? Am I just going to say, nope, not until it looks the way I want it to look. Not until it appears the way I want it to appear. Oh, well, good and gracious, and thank you to give thanks for people who had patience and love with us, waiting on us to look the way we were supposed to look, to speak the way we're supposed to speak. Giving thanks for the ability to grow. The future. Me and my bestie, we went to a workshop. I wish I could remember the mama's name because she had, we went to a workshop, a Mama Nanda workshop. I do remember the workshop. And the mama said, and I probably said it before in a Moment of Harmony, because when I hear things that I love, you know what I'm saying? I share it with people that I love, okay? And I love you guys. So she said, when it comes to life and manifesting, one of the reasons we're doing this all wrong is that I don't have to make it happen. She says, I just have to make it welcome. I don't have to make it. That's what I'm getting out of your future means that you understand that what is to come is greatly contingent upon what is. And being appreciative, being receptive, being open, being honoring what God has for you is understanding that it's all for you. You're trying to write a story for yourself, but all of it is for you. You're trying to leave out certain components of the story that you didn't like. You're trying to leave out components of the story that don't make you comfortable. But it's all for you. Give thanks that we don't have to write our own stories. Oh us happy, joy-seeking, lazy, ungrateful folk. All right? Fleshly. I'm so grateful that my story is written in the spirit and not in the flesh. Right? Because the flesh is weak. It wants things. It participates in things. It does things. I'm so grateful that my story is written. right? That my glory is sealed. And all I have to do is elevate my spirit to the reception of the highest level of self. That's all I have to do. I'm trying to write the whole story, write my story, write my kid's story, I'm trying to write my husband or wife, I'm trying to write all these stories. You're not the author. You don't have to do that. You're the main character. Is that not hard enough? It's hard enough, okay? Get out of your outcome. It belongs to God. So I have not stolen what belongs to God or goddess. That's the first part. The second thing that we take, that we steal, that belongs to God, it's not us, not ours, that we want to control, that we want to possess, is the glory. The glory. Listen, the glory is not. This is a reason why different religions, different spiritual practices, this religious practice say glory be to God, right? Because we want the glory so bad. Again, we want the glory and we bypass the story because we're so busy chasing the V. And there's 1,000 victorious. When I say V, I mean victorious for all y'all out there who is thinking crazy, okay? I'm talking about the victory, okay? The glory. When we are talking about the glory belonging to God, I want us to focus on figuring out what serves. We're here to figure out what source has already worked out. So when we want the glory, we want so bad to have worked it out. We want so bad to have gotten it together. We want so bad to have been triumphant in something. And the thing is, you don't have to sweat your brow about what. You don't have to frustrate yourself about how it's going to work out. Who is going to be the victor in your story? When is it going to get worked out? All you are having to do as a being growing through the complexities of spirituality and physicality, all you have to do is figure out what source has already worked out. You trying to be the hero of your own situation. It's already done. The glory is not yours. Go on and give the glory now because it's already been worked out. Go on and give it over to God now because it's already been situated for you. You just came here again to figure out what God has already worked out. See, many of us, and a lot of us say, I don't try to get no glory. I'm low key. I don't need a lot of accolades. I don't need a lot of people in my business. That's not me, Harmony. I'm not up in here trying to get the glory. But we are, right? We want the best position at the job, most of us. We want the best, the nicest car. We want the greatest husband. But why do you want these things? Is it for your spiritual growth and development? Is it what your heart needs? Is it what your soul is calling for as you are growing? You're getting to a point where you're needing to maturize, or you're getting to a point where you're needing to harness patience, or you're needing to focus on whatever next level of development is yours at the moment. Is that why you want what you want? Is that why you're going after what you're going after? Or is it the glory? Right? You want to be adored. You want to be seen. You want to be heard. You're not out here. Are you out here trying to save lives because it's the service of your heart? Or are you trying to save lives so you can have the S on your chest? See, the glory is not yours. I have not stolen what belongs to God or Goddess. I have not stolen what belongs to God. See, my focus is off when I come out to, and when my findings are off. When I'm looking for things, the wrong things, for the wrong reasons, in the wrong ways, it throws me off of where I'm supposed to be and where I'm supposed to be going. I am not supposed to be out here again. I'm not the orchestrator. I don't gotta work out world peace and war and racism and feminism and all the isms. I don't have to work out the generational curses of my family and my legacy and my life. What I have to do is get into the mission of my life where I am in my season, in my chapter, in my era, and I have to figure out self and connection to life in a way that aligns with what is to be. See, if we're all so busy trying to work it out and not work on ourselves, then everybody again is trying to find an end to a puzzle piece and no one's putting the puzzle together. What's the last piece? What's the missing piece? What's this last piece? What's the missing piece? Why? Why do you need to be the one to do the missing piece? Why do you need to be the one to find the last piece? For the glory? How about if you just take the pieces that you have right with you, right in front of you, the pieces that have been presented to you, the pieces that are your portion, and if you put them together, and if you work on them, and if you are dedicated and you honor it, guess what happens to your puzzle? Guess what happens to your picture? See, when it comes to raising our children, when it comes to thriving in our marriages, when it comes to growing in our careers and vocations, see, I'm raising this child for the glory. I want to look a certain way as a parent. I want to be presented as a certain way in history. I'm raising these kids one day so they can say one day that I was the greatest mother ever. I'm raising these children so they can say one day my father always did and he always said and he always showed. It sounds like you're living for the glory. The glory is not, I haven't stolen what belongs to God. The glory is God's. I did not breathe life into this being. I just gave life to this being as it was put into me, as it was missioned to me. I need to sit up in here and do my part. The glory belongs to God. I need to do my part. If I keep on raising people, if I just keep on raising people for these people to raise me, I'm missing the whole mission. If I'm sitting up in here teaching people in order for people to lift me up, if I'm sitting up in here giving my best at work, I'm showing up and I'm showing out for people to shine on me a light. The glory is, listen, I'm on a mission. That's what we got to say. See, I can't be in here raising these people and missing the blessings, missing the lessons, getting caught up in all the craziness that is raising human beings. If I'm in it, I understand I'm not raising you for my glory. I'm not raising you. So what do you think that makes me look like? What do you think that makes me feel like? That's how we speak to our children. That's how we speak to our mates. Ego. Whoo, that's a whole nother moment because I'm running out of time. Okay. Ego. And for my reading circle, my Unbroken Reading Circle girls. Hi, Unbroken Reading Circle girls. We did Worthy by Jada Pinkett. She talks a lot about the ego being death to spirituality at the end of the book. And the ego, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this so I come off a certain way. Whoo! Let me tell you how the Creator will reflect to you when your ego is working through your life and not your spirit. When you're being ego driven and not spirituality or spiritually driven or divinely aligned. When the ego is saying, talk to me a certain way, deal with me a certain way. I'm not saying standards, respect, and integrity. But I'm saying when things go wrong, when things go left, when things get different, you have to be able to check in with yourself to say, what am I doing this for? I'm not saying you don't deserve attention, affirmation, validation. Listen, you flesh and blood as well. But what I'm saying is, if it is your driving force, then you have stolen that which does not belong to you, which is the glory. You came up in here to grow. You came up in here to understand, to give, to service, to love, to lift. If you get so caught up in this marriage that's only supposed to serve your needs, your desires, if you get caught up in this parenting that's only supposed to serve your desire, if you get caught up in this mission and this dream and this talent that's only supposed to serve your, right? Isn't that how we got to Diddy and R. Kelly and Einsteins and all the craziness? You got caught up in the glory, in the light. It doesn't belong to you. The glory goes to, come on now, the story has been written, so it has been. The victory is already, is yours, is here, is available. The glory goes, and the glory goes to, it goes to God. I have not stolen what belongs to God or God is. I did not come into this for the feels. Now, I'm grateful. I'm honored when I'm reciprocated. But I came into this for the heals. I came into this for what God has in it for me. For me to heal in it, for me to grow in it, for me to learn in it, for me to construct in it, for me to reconstruct in it, for me to rebirth in it, for me to love in it. I came into this for what God has in this for me, into this relationship, into this marriage, into this. How we say things like it was a bad relationship. It was the worst mistake of my life. I liked raising these kids, but I didn't like raising this one. This was my favorite child, or this was my favorite job, or I like only being around this time. See, because what wasn't in it that you did? The glory? See, the thing is, when you understand that it was all of it is working. When you understand that all of it is working, you can't say things like a bad outcome. You can't say things like the worst decision. You can't say things like a favorite or a non-favorite. I'm understanding that it's all working. And because the Creator has worked it out. He done worked it out. Right? What I'm supposed to have. My happily ever after. Your job well done. Oh, that's coming. That is there. It is waiting. But it is working. It is me working that is happening. So I don't need to be in here working it out for the reward. Look, I figured out marriage. Good luck with that. That's not how growth works. I figured out parenthood. Good luck with that. That's not how that works. I figured out sisterhood. I figured out community. I figured it out. Give me a round of applause. That's not how that works. It works while it's working. It's all working. It's all moving. And all you are supposed to do, instead of figuring it out, working it all out, is just you figure out what Sirs has already worked out. So as I'm moving through, I don't need to come in this job and figure out like how I'm going to make it to the top. I need to come in this job and figure out the top already belongs to me. God, wherever I'm supposed to be, whoever I'm supposed to do, whatever doors are supposed to be open, whatever hands are supposed to be shaking, that's okay. Ain't nobody going to take that from me. But what I do need to figure out is what is it that he has in place for me to get me to where it is that is in place for me. Hey, DJ, bring that back. I need to figure out what does God have in place for me. It's a scavenger hunt. Okay, what does he have in place for me for that elevates me for what he already has in place for me? Could be some frogs. I don't know. The glory is God's. I'm not too big to learn. I'm not too big to understand. I'm not too big to recognize a pattern and to grow out of it. By thinking we're too big for it, that's how you but be back into it. Okay? Let me go ahead and humble myself. Let me go ahead and be present. What is it that you have in place for me that elevates me to what you have in place for me? Because I don't need to get the trophy at the end of every lesson. I'm not sitting up in here to be the best. I am in here living this life, serving the best, one with the best. Okay? I came as my best self every day, and therefore, I shine in that. I shine in my outcomes. I shine in my income. Equally balance my yacht. It already is. That I didn't have nothing to do with that. The glory. Everybody wants to come in. I made this person. I created this person. I done this thing. Look what I did. Braggadocious, especially with social media. Look at all that I done. Look at all how great I am. Look at all how wonderful I am. Look how far I've come. Let me show you how life works. You can come as far as you want to come. You can grow as big as you want to grow. Life moves like this. Life moves like this. Where you are today, you could be somewhere different tomorrow and next year. But if you are in a place of where you're supposed to be, listen, I'm where I'm supposed to be. And I'm honoring that. And I'm grateful to that. And it'll get me closer to whatever else I am to be. Because I'm not in here chasing glory. I'm not chasing riches. I'm not chasing recognition. I am chasing, or I am living, I am moving in my purpose. I am moving in my mission. See, I'm not worried about the finish line for something I'm supposed to be doing. I'm in it. I'm in this thing. So I'm not worried about, well, who gonna get married first? When I'm gonna buy this house? What is this thing? I have goals, I have ambitions, I'm working towards them. But the glory, see, I don't want to lose sight of why I'm living this life. I don't want to lose sight of why I've been blessed with these children. I don't want to lose sight of why I've been given the gift of love. I don't want to lose sight of why I've been giving my gifts and talents. But if I think all I've done is for the glory, then I have sabotaged my own story. Bars. Okay. I have not stolen what belongs to God or goddess. We got to hurry it up because I'm about to run into a long moment again. This one was just a really good one for me. I said, oh, please, I can't wait to talk to my lovely, amazing moment exchanges about, come on, don't take from God what is God's. Okay, let us not jump to run and steal what does not belong to us. Okay, I have not stolen what belongs to God or a goddess. I have not stolen the future. Listen, that don't belong. It is not mine yet. I do not steal the glory. I am not the author of the story. I am a proud main character. I am a divinely guided soul, and I appreciate heavy on the guidance. Heavy on the guidance, okay? I am divinely guided, and therefore the entire story is worth my time. And the glory goes where it should be going. Here's the last thing we steal that I took out of my big three. Okay, the big three that I went from. What is it that we steal from God or goddess? The last thing we steal that belongs to God is peace. We done came up and we still peace. We come into places, we come into circumstances, we come into lessons, we come into situations, child, and we like to go and take the peace out of things. And it is not yours. Peace, light, love, high vibration. These are all of creation. Peace, light, love, high vibration. These are all of creation. Your girl should just be in the studio today, okay? High vibration. These are all of creation, right? These are the components. Peace, light, love. These are the components of creation. Cornerstones, if you will, of creation. So if I walk into a created situation, y'all listen. If I walk into a created situation and I walk out of that created situation with peace, with somebody else's peace, I mean, not my own, right? We all have our portions of peace. You got your peace. You know what you find peace in. You know what brings you peace. You know how to get to your peace is in the center, right? But if you don't walked up out of something with somebody else's peace, if you took and you sucked the love and the light out of a created situation, see, the situation was created with love, light, and peace in it, even if it's not evident, even if it's you don't see it as soon as you're in the situation. Every created situation is trimmed in peace and love and light because it came from that. So I created your work environment. I created your relationship environment. I've created your home environment. I've created the body space for yourself. These are divinely created situations. So I created a situation for you, and then you went and took the peace out of it. You went and took the love out of it. You went and took the joy out of it. You took the light out of it. You went in and you found problems in yourself that you didn't, oh, I'm to this, oh, I'm to that. Did you take the peace out of? Did you take the peace out of being you? I think you just took some peace out of being you. That ain't yours to take. Wasn't made by you. And it should not be betrayed by you. Bars, that one I just tried real quick. Wasn't made by you, right? You done took that peace out of yourself. Did you just take the peace out of work? Did you come up in here? You're so silly. That's like I see you better drive a 16. Thank you. For the next moment. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. My people, I love my people. Okay, so it wasn't made by you. You should not be up in here taking it out. When you go to work and you up in there, how much you hate it and how much you can't stand it, and you come in there with a negative attitude and you're treating people crazy and you're rude and disrespectful and you're lacking your perfection. Did you just take the peace out of a created space? Did you find peace? Because it's there. Did you find joy? It's there. Did you find light? Love? I promise you it's there. But if you didn't go there to find it, then you came there to, that's it. That's all I'm saying. Y'all got it. I heard y'all. One or the other. You went there to find it or you went there to take it. It's just that simple how it works with us and divine energy. I came into this relationship to find. It's a divinely created institution, and therefore I know it has peace in it. I know that it has love in it. I know that it has light in it. And I know that it has joy in it. But if I came into it and I picked it apart and I destroyed it and I tainted it and I humanized it. Oh, right? I dehumanized it, right? Then I have not come in to find the peace, to honor it, to nurture it, to grow it. I came in to take it on out of there. It doesn't belong to you. You didn't make this institution. You didn't orchestrate this alignment. You done took something now that was there when you got there that didn't belong to you. Peace. I have not stolen what belongs to God and Goddess. Have not stolen what belongs to God. See, whatever you put this here for me, Creator, I know that you're a part of it. So I'm going to find something in it. There's not a circumstance, a person that I've dated, a job that I've been a part of, a friendship or connection that I've been a project or a team that I've been a part of was I didn't get something that added to the beauty of myself. I didn't, whether it was just a lesson. Or maybe you know got blessed up and got a little bit of everything, okay? But I did not ever go and get something that did not add. So for me to act like there's no peace, no word, I hate it, I can't get my face all messed up about it. Where is the peace? Oh, you took it. Because you didn't contribute to it. You didn't honor it. You didn't find it. So you took it and it doesn't belong to you. So when we think about peace, I have not stolen what belongs to God or Goddess. I want us to keep this in mind. I want us to keep in mind that I come in peace, I leave in peace, and I'll be in peace. I've used come in peace before in another moment, but this is when I want to talk about what belongs to God. How do I make sure that I don't take situations out of a relationship, out of a situation, out of a circumstance, out of an understanding? I don't take things I wasn't supposed to take. I don't break things I wasn't supposed to break. I don't destroy things I wasn't supposed to destroy. How do I make sure that I am not holier than thou, that I am not sitting up in here with a God complex when I should just be God connected? I can be connected or I can be complexed with it. I don't want to have a complex. I just want to be connected. How do I make sure come in peace, leave in peace, be in peace? It belongs to God. Don't be trying to take it. Don't try to destroy it. Don't try to distort it. Don't try to reshape it. The peace is God's. Come in peace. I came here with my mind. I got my mind made up. I came in with my mind on light and love. Okay, source energy. I came here with my mind in the right place. And when I leave here, because sometimes you're not leaving under the same circumstances that you came in. Sometimes you leave a marriage, divorce. Sometimes you leave your children, they grow up. Sometimes you tough love. Sometimes you have to leave things. Most times in life, okay, caterpillar, butterfly, you got to leave things. That's going to happen. That's okay. It's a part of the journey. What you don't have to do is when you leave, you don't have to take. Yes. That's what I said. You do have to. Y'all know I can hear y'all. You do have to leave from time to time. But when you leave, you don't have to take. You don't have to take somebody's peace. You don't have to take joy. You don't have to take happiness. You don't have to take comfort. You don't have to take time. You can just leave with the blessings that were bestowed upon you. You can just leave with the lessons that were bestowed upon you. Come in peace. If it gets to the point in the cycle where you have to leave, guess what? Leave in peace. I promise you, I will leave an apartment in peace. Okay, so you know what I'll do to a person. I'll make sure I go and clean the apartment better than the cleaning crew that's coming. And I'll sage it and I'll give thanks for the experiences, for the shelter, for the heat, for the air, for the locked door, for the independence, for the peace of my children, for my children's steps, for their shoes, for places where we ate dinner. I promise you, there's peace in it. And I can leave in peace. And then be in peace. Be in peace. It's not yours to be walking around like you don't have to share it, like you don't have to be open to it, like you don't have to be, just be in it. Like you don't have to give to it. It's good. Peace belongs to the peace belongs to the good Lord. Stop trying to be stingy with it. Portion it out. Put it in certain places and not in other places. It's not yours to do that with. You can't control peace and love and light. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? I only got enough love for this many people today. Only have enough joy for this before 6 o'clock a.m., before 10 a.m., before I get to work. That's all the joy I have. I only have enough light for the people I know. It's not yours to control it in such a way. It has been abundantly and overflowingly poured into your existence because you are a divine creation. You only have empathy for others. You only have forgiveness for certain things. You only have optimism for certain types of joys in your life. You don't own peace like that. Be one with it. Be in it. Come in peace. Leave in peace. Be in peace. Me and a bestie trying to get matching tattoos. That might be our tattoo, boo. Come in peace. Leave in peace. Be in peace, bro. That's it. I have not stolen what belongs to God or goddess. I have not stolen what belongs to God or a goddess. I have not tried to get all up into my future. The outcome is already, I got out of my outcome. I'm in the story. I'm in the thick of it. I'm in the joy of it. I'm in the blessings of it. The glory, I woke up in the morning and I gave it to God. I didn't even try to keep that. I didn't try to go after it. I didn't try to rob nobody to steal it. I didn't try to cheat for it. The glory, all glory be to God. That way when I'm up in my story, I'm in my story for my spirit. I'm in this relationship for the right things. I'm raising these children the right way for the right reasons. The glory, I ain't do that. I'm just doing this. Okay? Peace. I have not stolen peace. I'm not sitting up in here trying to have a monopoly on peace. I get freely. You have your peace. You have a right to your peace. I don't want to take it. You have your peace. You got your love. You got a right to your love. I'm not trying to break it. Okay? I have not stolen what belongs to God. Have not walked around like it's mine. I have not worn it as if I created it, as if I'm the one. I am main character of this story, okay? I am a Harmony original thing up in this story, and that's what I'm focused on. Everything else is a blessing and a connection, and I'm good with it. All right, y'all, this has been a little bit of a long moment, but I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for joining me for our regularly scheduled Moment of Harmony on Saturday. I cannot wait to see you for another moment next week. Oh, and keep on thinking about all the other things, because I only chose 3, but there's tons of things that belong to God. Childhood, innocence, all of these things. Yes, the smile, the joy, peace. We said peace. What is it? Life, earth, nature. Okay, things that belong to God, don't take it. Okay, there's a lot of it. I just chose my main heavy 3, but keep thinking about it. I'm sure you'll keep finding them. I love you all so much. You have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Pray for me and my family. Big ups and love out to my mom as she celebrates Victorious' 27th birthday this weekend with him being in the ancestral realm. So everybody, please send some big prayers out to her and all of the moms that are in that situation, in that circumstance, the unthinkable. You know, I love you all. I cannot wait to see you next week. Here's the thing though. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and take really good care of yourself. Oh my goodness. And if you live in Baltimore, in the DMV area, we are getting slammed with snow. I love you, Mr. Carter. We are getting slammed with snow next week, like slammed, like not the little snows we've been getting, not even the medium snow we got that shut us down for a couple of days. We talking like 13 inches. Okay, it's going to be like a light snow on Wednesday and then a big snow on Thursday, like snowed in. So here's the thing. For anybody else that's stressed out about that, the way I get, take really good care of yourself. Prepare yourself. Make your home a haven for you to be in, because you're about to be in it. Love on your children. Okay, make sure they're bearable for all week next week. I say it. Take good care of yourself. Put yourself in a good place, in a good state. Don't go crazy locked in the house. And here's the other thing. Go on out your way and take really, really, really good care of someone else. I love you. I love you. I love you. I thank you. More days off. Yep, it's more gonna be more days off. Okay, and somebody gotta come shovel out my car with all this. It's cool, Miss Carter. I see. But y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next week for another moment of harmony.